Well, we're here in Lviv, the sixth largest city in Ukraine. As you can see, life is going on. There are plenty of people out on the streets, some public transport, lots of cars as well. Our journey here, well, that was by no means easy. We were in Poland because of how busy that border was. We had to go down to Slovakia, cross at a less busy post there, and then drive up against the clock, really, because there's a curfew here, as there is in much of Ukraine. Here it's 10 p.m, so driving in the dark, we went up into mountains, caught in a slow blizzard, coming back down the mountains, and lots of military checkpoints as well, police checkpoints stopping us and checking what we were doing here, and also some local armed civilians and militia choosing to stop cars and ask what they were doing here. Strongly advised not to film at any of those, but in terms of where we are now, Lviv, there are lots of people here who we've been speaking to who've come from other parts of Ukraine, escaped the war in the east, which is going on at the moment, or in the south, for example. One person I spoke to came from Odessa, another one came from Kiev, several people coming from the capital, moving to the west of the country, with potentially, for a lot of them, an eye on further west, to places like Poland, to places like Slovakia, Hungary and Romania, and the relative safety of the EU. So at the moment, there are lots of people here, about 30 kilometers away at the border. There are kilometers and kilometers of cars and people queuing up, trying to get through. So there is a bit of chaos, if you like, in this part of Ukraine. But in terms of the way people feel around here, it's really a palpable sense of tension at the moment. A lot of people are worried about potentially the war coming here. There are air raid sirens that go off. People have to go into bunkers and basements, as we're doing whenever we hear those. And also a lot of grief and sadness, because people have obviously left their lives behind, come here, and still really feeling the impacts of this war that shows no sign of easing so far here in Ukraine. Nawied Jabarkhyl, CGTN, Lviv.